Well, welcome back to Josh and Kristie Stealing the Internet. We got some more Reddit stories for you today. Oh, I'm Kristie.
And I'm Josh.
So let's jump into the first one. Am I the asshole for telling my neighbor I dated her husband?
Probably not.
Yeah, I feel like it's never wrong to tell the truth.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Okay. So I'm going with probably not the asshole. I, 33 female, became friendly with my neighbor, 37 female. Let's call her Emily. After I helped her move a few boxes into our building while her husband, 35 male, was in the hospital. I didn't meet Emily's husband until a few weeks later when she invited me over to dinner as thanks. When I first arrived, Emily's husband had run out to pick up some wine, but when he came back, I was shocked to see that Matt, a guy I had gone on 3 dates with a year ago, before he suddenly ghosted me.
So like 3 whole dates?
Yeah,
That's not...
but a year ago.
A year. That's not... It's sounding like it's not a lot so far.
He's married. How long have they been married?
Oh. I didn't consider that part.
Okay. He had a terrible poker face and tried to pretend like he didn't recognize me. I don't play those games. I asked how long they had been married, and Emily said 3 years.
There you go. I should have waited one more sentence.
She recognized there was tension and asked if we knew each other. He said no. I said yes and told Emily that I had gone on dates with him a year ago. She became very upset and asked me to leave, which I did. The next day, Emily reached out and said that she didn't appreciate that I lied about when I dated her husband. He told her that we had dated 4 years ago, before they were married. I didn't even live in this city 4 years ago, and even if we had dated 4 years ago, they had been engaged at that point. Either way, it still would have been cheating.
Ah, okay.
I sent her screenshots of our texts from the year before and from Bumble of his profile, which was still active. She never responded, but when I saw her in the lobby yesterday, she wouldn't even look me in the eye. I don't know if they're still together, and Emily hasn't responded to my texts. So, am I the asshole for telling her the truth?
No. I can't say that she's the asshole at all. She's just got caught up in some guy just doing things.
Yeah, it's like a shame that she got caught up in this drama, but it's obvious that the husband, Matt, is the asshole. And I feel like it's never wrong to tell someone that their partner is cheating if you know it. Like, I feel like everybody should get to make an informed decision about the person they're with, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't think I don't think Matt can blame you for throwing him under the bus.
But she did make it awkward.
Oh, it was already awkward. I think Matt made it awkward.
True. Okay, there's an update. Update. Emily just stopped by. We had a quick chat, but she let me know that she's kicked Matt out and she thanked me for telling the truth. She also found out that I was not the only person he dated while they were married. Giving her space now, but wanted to share an update since it happened so quickly after posting.
I don't think it's a surprise that
she broke up their marriage. No, actually, Matt broke up their marriage because Matt's the asshole.
Yeah, I don't think it's a surprise that Matt dated other people in that period. If you don't make a whole profile and go on 3 dates.
Well, I'm really glad that Emily dumped her cheating husband and
there
kicked him out.
This one was pretty cut and dry.
All right.
Yeah.
You got one?
Yeah, sure do. Am I the asshole for refusing to call my sister's baby by his full name?
Like, his full 3-name name? First, middle, last name?
I don't know. How much info am I allowed to give you during this guessing period?
I'm going to go... Okay. See, if she wants you to call him by his full first, middle, last name.
It's not like you need to call him by his full middle last name, no.
I would say if it's like Christopher and you want to call him Chris and the mom says no, Christopher, I'd say you're the asshole for not listening to the mom.
Okay. Well, let's go to the story. So, my 27 male sister, 30 female, recently had a baby, and she and her husband chose a very elaborate name for him. Think something like Maximilian Octavius Peregrine. Not the actual name, but close in vibe. It's a mouthful, and while it's cool and unique, everyone in the family has naturally started calling him Max for short. Well, my sister is furious about this. She insists that he should always be addressed by his full name because they carefully curated it, and shortening it is disrespecting their vision. I thought she was joking at first, but she has actually started correcting people mid-conversation. And then he's got an example, me, oh, look at little Max, her, it's Maximilian Octavius Peregrine, please.
All 3 names?
Yes, I can't not say it in that tone, too. I just assume the sister has a posh accent.
Maximilian Octavius Peregrine.
At first, I tried to humor her, but it's getting exhausting. I told her that while I respect her choice, nicknames are a natural thing, and I don't think it's fair to police how everyone speaks, especially when everyone is defaulting to Max anyway. She told me I was being dismissive and erasing her son's identity. Now she's making a big deal about how I refused to honor her son's name, and apparently she's even considering limiting contact between me and my nephew if I can't respect her wishes. My parents think she's overreacting, but some of her friends have sided with her, saying that parents deserve to have their child's name used as intended. So, am I the asshole for refusing to use my nephew's full name all the time?
Maximilian Octavius Peregrine is going to grow up to hate his parents. That is a terrible, a long name like that and make him use the whole name is terrible. I would say, shortening it to Max might be a bit much, but if you wanted him to just be Maximilian.
Yeah, right?
But the 3 names, that's too long. I don't have time. Nobody got time for that shit.
Yeah. I think 3 names is extreme. But also, yeah, I mean, to a certain extent, the parents do get to pick the kid's name. Like, if your kid had a bad nickname, as a parent, you have the right to veto that within your family.
Yeah, but I do think
but also, she's extreme in the other direction.
When you are picking out a name for your child, you need to figure out what nicknames people are going to give them. And
Absolutely.
Be okay with those names.
Yeah, you need to run through the list of possible nicknames so you don't end up with a weird one.
I'm going low-key asshole because at some point the parents do have a name, but the parents are being a bit ridiculous with that very long name.
Yeah, they went extreme.
All right. Am I the asshole for suing my cousin for $6,000 to pay for my hearing aids after he threw me in the pool?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna assume no, because $6,000 is a lot.
Hearing aids are expensive.
A lot for your cousin to break.
Yeah. All right. My family is all on my cousin's side for this issue, and I want some outside judgment. My cousin, 25 male, has always been the golden child of our generation. He's funny, good-looking, and outgoing, not to mention a boy amongst girls. He's always loved to mess around and play pranks. For the record, I really dislike this cousin. I think he's irresponsible, childish, and annoying. I have had hearing problems for years, and I recently got a $6,000 pair of hearing aids. Recently, at my grandmother's birthday party, we were all eating and drinking on the back porch. My grandmother has a pool. My cousin decided he was going to throw me in the pool because it would be funny to ruin my hair that I just got done that day. I repeatedly told him to stop and put me down in a very serious and not playful at all tone. He threw me in the pool and my hearing aids were ruined. Afterwards, when I told him what happened, he basically said, "Whoops, I didn't know you had hearing aids." Now, when I told him the cost of them and that he would have to replace them, he freaked out and said, "No way."
So, sorry, pause for a second. For starters, I didn't know hearing aids went up to $6,000, but
really
I've never thought about it.
If insurance doesn't cover them, I bet they...
That's probably right. Without insurance, maybe they're $6,000. And, this is the same as throwing someone into the pool but not letting them put down their cell phone.
Yes. Which did happen. Well, our friend tried to throw me in the pool, and I said, no, my phone's in my pocket, which she should have said, no, I have hearing aids in.
Yeah, you warn them, but maybe she didn't think about it, but you are... I don't want to put her on... I don't want to say it's her fault far, but... She could have warned him and said, "Hey, I have electronics on me."
Yeah. Anyway, so our friend was trying to throw me in the pool, and I said, no, I have my phone in my pocket. And my very gallant boyfriend, came over and rescued my phone, and then let him throw me in the pool.
Yeah.
Very mean.
I did good. I saved your phone.
But not me. Okay, back to the story. My family didn't want me to make him pay for them because I significantly out-earn him and also everyone else in the family. He was in college at the time, barely making ends meet in a call center job. His girlfriend and him have a baby, and they live in a 1-bedroom apartment. He refused to pay, so I took him to court. I won. He refused to make the payments after, so I took him back to court, and his wages are now being garnished for the maximum amount, which is 20% of his total wages. It pushed him over the edge of what he could afford, so he's had to work extra and drop out of college to be able to pay their rent. My family is absolutely fuming at me. I think he made one bad choice after another, and he has never given a sincere apology during this whole ordeal. Had he given me a real apology after the incident and asked me if he could wait until he finished school to pay me back, I would have been fine with it. But the entitled little prick is digging his feet in at every move. Am I the asshole? The only reason I could see me maybe being the asshole is because it is affecting his child and his girlfriend.
She went so far that he had to drop out of college over a $6,000 debt.
Yep.
That's extreme.
But I do feel like she is entitled to that $6,000, and the only way she was going to get it was this way. But I do also feel like, this is tough, because this is totally on the cousin. If he had come to her and been like, can we do a payment plan?
Yeah.
Like, even like $20 a week.
Well, the family's not helping.
Yeah.
Somebody in the family needs to step in and be the middle person between this cousin fight here and be like, hey, can we set up a payment plan? Why are we taking this to court?
Mm-hmm.
And having his wages garnished.
But that's the only way she's going to get the money.
Yeah.
I'd be like, if you have a problem with it, then you pay me the $6,000 to any relatives that are complaining about it.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like the family's like, well, you make more than us, so you don't have, so $6,000 isn't much to you. That's a lot to most people.
Yeah.
But, that's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, a little bit asshole-ish.
A little bit. She is entitled to the money.
Yes.
And if she is willing to burn bridges with her family over this, then, I mean, to get the money back, and she is on the side of right, it is justice being done.
Uh-huh.
But I think you have to make the personal decision of, is it worth it to you to, ruin your relationship with that cousin, which she doesn't like, but then also the rest of the family, which, might be more of an impact on her.
It sounds like she's like, I would have been willing to do a payment plan, but it also sounds like she never suggested that.
Yeah.
Or like said like, hey.
She doesn't like him.
No, she doesn't like him, and he didn't apologize the way she wanted to. Or at all. It's hard, yeah. So, everyone's kind of an asshole.
Everyone sucks here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone sucks here.
Yeah, everyone sucks here.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for refusing to cook after my boyfriend tried to critique my cooking with a literal PowerPoint presentation?
Not the asshole. Oh my gosh. I'll break up with him. A PowerPoint presentation? That is extreme. That is condescending.
Maybe it's like prop humor.
Okay. If it's funny and she thinks it's funny, but apparently she doesn't.
She clearly does not think it's funny.
I think the boyfriend's the asshole. Okay, continue.
Okay, let's hear it.
Tell me this story.
So, this happened a few days ago, and I'm still trying to process it. For context, I, 28 female, have been with my boyfriend, 30 male, for about 2 years. We live together, and I've always done most of the cooking because I genuinely enjoy it, and he claims he can't even boil water without setting off the smoke alarm. The other night, I made one of our favorite meals, and while we were eating, he got a weird smirk on his face. He then says, I've been taking notes. I laughed, thinking he was joking, but then he said, no, really, I made a presentation.
Punch him. Just no. I don't like where this story's going. It's going to make me mad.
I still thought it was a joke until he got up, connected his laptop to the TV, and opened a PowerPoint titled, Improving Our Home Dining Experience. I was in disbelief. You're just huffing over there.
This is making me mad.
You don't even do the cooking in our house.
I don't, but he can't boil water, and he's critiquing her cooking.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'd be a big mad.
I was in disbelief as he went slide by slide critiquing my dishes. Slide 1, too much garlic. Slide 2, pasta consistency. Slide 3, more salt, less sass. The kicker was slide 8, which was just a photo of Gordon Ramsay face palming with the caption, "What he'd think."
I would never cook for him. Oh my God. Break up with him, punch him? I don't know. This enrage. Okay.
I was stunned. I told him if he had such detailed opinions, he should cook himself. He tried to backtrack, saying it was all in good fun, and that he was just trying to help, but I wasn't laughing. I haven't cooked since, and now he's been living off cereal and takeout.
Serves him right.
He's sulking, saying I'm overreacting and ruining the joke.
If it is, it's a terrible joke. Okay.
So Reddit, am I the asshole for refusing to cook after my boyfriend presented me with a PowerPoint critique of my cooking?
Absolutely not. I seriously, I think this is a breakup with a bull offense. If he's like, he can see you're upset about this and hasn't like backtracked and been like, oh, I'm sorry, this joke is a joke. It didn't go like I thought it would, but I'm sorry. He's just being disrespectful and like doubling down on it.
Yeah.
I would seriously consider breaking up with him. He doesn't respect her at all. And if he has a problem with the cooking, instead of spending all that time making a PowerPoint presentation, maybe he could learn to cook himself.
Right. I think an important thing to add is that if you tag just a joke, bro, at the end of an apology, it's no longer an apology.
Yeah, true. That is not. Yeah, no. I don't know what to add to that. But
you gotta say like, I'm sorry, I hurt your feelings. I didn't, but just a joke, bro.
I feel like I'm sorry I hurt your feelings isn't even an apology.
No, you're right. That's not quite how I should have worded that. That's not even good enough.
No. I'm sorry your feelings got hurt because you're a baby is what that sounds like.
That's exactly what that sounded like.
I'm sorry that I didn't take your feelings into consideration and I did this terrible thing and that you now feel bad and I feel bad that you feel bad.
Right.
That's a real apology, not sorry you got your feelings hurt.
So, boyfriend's the asshole in this situation.
1000%.
And there is an update to this.
Okay.
I think it's longer than the original post, but maybe that makes it a good update. Hey Reddit, so it's been a wild ride since I posted my original story about my now ex boyfriends.
Yay, I'm so happy. Good for her. Don't take that disrespect.
My now ex-boyfriend's infamous PowerPoint presentation critiquing my cooking. I can't thank you enough for all the support, laughs, and even the outrage on my behalf. Buckle up, because here's the follow-up you didn't know you needed.
Okay.
After reading your comments and taking some time to process what happened, I decided that our relationship needed a serious talk. I sat him down to discuss how his presentation came across as not just unfunny, but pretty disrespectful. Typical mature relationship stuff. Well, what does he do? He smirks and goes, "Oh, I was prepared for this." He actually grabs his laptop, connects it to the TV again, and presents me with another PowerPoint titled, "How to Take a Joke,
No.
A Comprehensive Guide."
No! Oh, he is tripling down.
This is like that one friend that discovers he's got Microsoft Office on his computer and just does everything in it.
Yeah, he really likes PowerPoint.
He really likes PowerPoint.
I'm making me mad. Okay.
Yes, folks, he made a whole slideshow explaining why I needed to learn how to chill out and appreciate humor. Slide 1 featured a meme of a clown putting on makeup with my name plastered over it.
No, that's so disrespectful.
He's throwing shade. Slide 2, a bullet point list titled, "Why Your Overreaction is Hilarious." Slide 3 was titled, "How I'm Clearly the Comedian in This Relationship."
Oh.
I admire his dedication to be like, I'm gonna double down.
He's tripling. He thinks he's so funny. And that makes me think he's a terrible person.
He's like, no, I know this PowerPoint bit is gonna land the second time.
Because it went so well for him the first time.
At this point, I was too stunned to speak. But then he pulled out slide 6. Things you can do while not cooking because you're mad. The audacity, right? It was as if he really thought he'd win me over with this next level presentation. Spoiler alert, he did not.
Yeah.
So I did what any rational PowerPoint loving person would do. I made my own.
Yes.
This is...
Is she gonna be petty back? I hope she's so petty.
I mean, there's some venom building up in her at this point, right?
We know she broke up with him, so okay.
I stayed up all night crafting a presentation called "Why It's Time to Move On: A Farewell Guide." It had that's hurt. That's painful to even think about, having the presentation while you're being broken up with.
For him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sit through a presentation of why you're a terrible boyfriend.
Right.
I like it, though. He has it coming.
It had everything. Flowcharts mapping his incompetence in the kitchen. Pie charts illustrating my happiness before and after the great presentation debacle. And my personal favorite, slide 9. A GIF of Gordon Ramsay yelling, "Get out." This morning, I sat him down and went through my PowerPoint with the same energy as he had given me. His reaction was...
Give him back the same energy. I love it.
His reaction was priceless. He started with the same smirk, but lost it somewhere around slide 4. Top 10 reasons you're moving out today. By the time I got to the resources for finding your own apartment slide, he was packing a bag. So she's still giving the presentation while he's trying to leave.
I love it. Yes. Just keep going with the presentation. No, you wait. No, you need to listen. This is very important.
Right? Now, before anyone worries, yes, he did actually leave, and no, I didn't even have to threaten him with slide 12, which was just a photo of me blocking the Wi-Fi router. So yeah, we broke up, and I'm single, happy, and cooking meals for myself without any critique, except my cat's judgmental stare. And to those who said I should make a breakup PowerPoint, just know your wish has been fulfilled.
I love that. Throwing back the same energy he's given, but also breaking up with him because he's terrible.
I still can't believe how all of this went down over the course of one single weekend, but I now feel pretty good about myself. Thanks for all of your comments and support. P.S. Oh, and a fun fact, some of you were right. He actually is a business consultant, so making PowerPoint presentations is quite literally his day job. I guess he took bringing home work to a whole new, unwelcome level.
I was thinking, if I did PowerPoint all day at work, I would not want to be doing that on my free time, even for jokes.
Oh, I have worked with that guy before who just does everything in one program. Except for him, it was Excel.
Oh, yeah.
And he was, upset that other people didn't know Excel formulas off the top of their head and stuff. I would do something in PowerPoint, and he'd be like, could we do this in Excel?
But why?
It's done.
Next one. Am I the asshole for refusing to let my mother-in-law hold my baby after she told my husband to get a paternity test?
Probably not. I would be really mad.
That's very insulting.
Yeah, that's you're implying something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I, 28 female, gave birth to my first child, a beautiful baby girl, 3 weeks ago. My husband, 30 male, and I have been over the moon, but his mother has been causing nonstop drama. So have the mother-in-laws.
That's the meme, yeah.
She never liked me. From the start, she made snide comments about how I trapped her son, even though we've been happily married for 4 years. When I got pregnant, she constantly joked about how the baby might not be his. I brushed it off as her usual passive-aggressive behavior, until I found out she took it way further. 2 days after I gave birth, my husband got a text from his mom saying, "You should get a DNA test. You never know these days."
Okay.
I was devastated when I saw it. My husband was furious and told her off, saying he had zero doubts about me and that her comment was disgusting. I'm liking the husband for standing up to mom for his wife.
It's nice. You don't always hear the husband standing up to mom.
Yeah.
Mom is hard to stand up to.
Mm-hmm. She tried to backtrack, saying she was just looking out for him. Now she wants to come over and meet the baby, but I told my husband that she will not be holding our daughter. If she wants to question whether my child is even her grandchild, then she doesn't get the privilege of bonding with her. My husband understands why I'm upset, but he thinks we should let her come just once so she doesn't play the victim with the rest of the family. Now she's crying to everyone saying I'm keeping her granddaughter from her and that I'm punishing her over a harmless question. Some family members think I'm being dramatic and should be the bigger person. But why should I let someone who disrespected me and my child hold her like nothing happened? Am I the asshole for refusing to let her hold my baby?
No. Was there any point in that story where she apologized?
Oh, no.
No? Just
She's
went straight.
Just looking out for her son.
Just went straight to it, looking out for my son, and you're keeping my grandbaby from me, even though she doesn't think that's her grandbaby.
Yes. So I'm like, if you don't think it's your grandbaby, why do you want to even see it?
Right?
Also, I hate how they always want the person who is harmed to be the bigger person. Just be the bigger person and forget about how terrible that person was to you.
Yeah. Well, that's because everyone knows that mother-in-law's a bit... She's not gonna change. So they're like, you need to be the bigger person because we've been being the bigger person with mom.
Also, the mother-in-law thinking I'm punishing her over a harmless question.
Uh-huh.
Suggesting infidelity in your son's marriage is not harmless.
Oh, that is not at all harmless. No.
Okay. There's a little update. Well, I wish I could say things got better, but mother-in-law made sure that didn't happen. After my husband told her off, I thought she'd at least try to apologize, but instead she doubled down. She started calling my husband, telling him I was turning him against his own mother and that I was overreacting to a simple question. She even pulled the classic victim act, crying to the rest of the family about how I was keeping her grandbaby from her. She is playing the victim hard here.
She is. You can't go after a new mom like that.
Yeah. Then things took a ridiculous turn. I found out from my sister-in-law that mother-in-law was actually trying to get a DNA test done behind our backs. Apparently, she was hoping to get a strand of my baby's hair or some spit to confirm the truth. When my sister-in-law told me, I was absolutely done. Going behind their back.
So it's like you just want to hold the baby so you can steal a piece of it.
Oh my gosh, yes. She is like really gung-ho on proving that this is not her grandbaby.
Like, yeah, you trust somebody to hold a kid when they're like, she's clearly antagonistic towards this child.
Yeah. I wouldn't let her hold it either. I told my husband that until she apologizes, not a fake I'm sorry you're mad apology, but a real one, she is not welcome around me or my daughter. Thankfully, my husband backed me up 100%. He told his mother that if she can't respect his wife and child, then she doesn't deserve to be a part of our lives. Mother-in-law lost it. She went full drama mode, telling everyone I was tearing the family apart and that she might never recover from this heartbreak. At this point, I don't even care. She disrespected me, she disrespected my marriage, and she disrespected my child. Actions have consequences. So yeah, mother-in-law still hasn't met the baby, and unless she does some serious apologizing and self-reflection, she won't be anytime soon. Am I the asshole?
No.
No,
not even a little bit.
I wouldn't let mother-in-law around my baby at all. She clearly only has ulterior motives to, get that baby's DNA.
Right.
Why is she so
obsessed with this?
Yeah.
Like, that's... I have to assume that the baby, to some extent, doesn't look like dad, right?
No, she was, like, making these remarks even before the baby was born.
Oh, right. She was, wasn't she?
She just doesn't want her son to be married to this lady, so she's hoping that her daughter-in-law cheated and that she can prove it and make her son divorce this terrible woman that he's married to.
Maybe daughter-in-law is dating down, and she's like, there's no way this woman would ever date my ugly son.
I don't know. She's probably like, this... That doesn't seem the way it normally goes with the crazy boy moms. You know, they're usually like, my precious son, you don't deserve to be married to him because you are beneath him.
It was a little unfair of me to throw husband under the bus there, too, so when he's so supportive of his wife.
You think we need to be done?
I mean, it's not showing up on the microphone, but we probably should wrap up. It's not showing. The microphone's doing a good job of canceling it out, but yeah, let's go ahead and cut it here. All right, so the neighbors are trimming a branch near our window, so we're gonna cut it here.
Yep, because that chainsaw is really loud.
Yep.
All right, so that's the end of this episode of Josh and Kristie Stealing the Internet. Thanks for joining us, and check back later for new episodes.
So yeah, so give us a follow if you like this, and we'll see you next week.